Hey guys, so today's video is all about new beauty launches coming out for September 16. I have some really exciting things to talk about this month, so I'm going to jump right in. The first thing, talking high street, drugstore, a couple of new things from Rimmel, which I'm really excited about. First of all, they're launching eyeshadow palettes. Hello. These are called Magnifies. I think there's only two colours. I only have two anyway. However, they're called number 2 and number 3, so I feel like there must be a number 1, maybe? I don't know. But my favourite one is called London Nudes Calling. I'm actually wearing, I think, 4 of these colours today. It's just the most beautiful kind of nude palette. It's got 2 matte colours and then there's like a semi-matte as well. And then some really beautiful shimmers, a really gorgeous like dark plummy brown. So nice, the consistency is really nice. The packaging is actually really gorgeous and you get a mirror as well, which is good because it's obviously not an expensive product, so I like that when they include a mirror. And then they do have the like smoky, cooler toned eyeshadow as well, which is probably not so much for me, but they have some amazing colours in this as well, like this beautiful kind of lilac-y one is just gorgeous. I absolutely love it. And they're also launching the matte versions of their Only One lipsticks. If you guys remember these, I think they launched, can't remember if it was the beginning of this year or the end of last year. I feel like it was this year. But they're launching matte colours of these, and these are really nice actually. I'm not the biggest matte lipstick lover. Like, I'm quite fussy with which mattes I like. I don't just love all matte lipstick. And I'm quite picky about it feeling dry as well, but these feel quite nice and moisturising, and there are some really pretty colours. I really love this one, which is the Matte Factor. Kind of a weird name, but yeah, it's like a really pretty plum. It's like a dark purple. I quite like darker mattes and then like more shimmery, like pale kind of nude colours, but that is totally my preference. I know some people love that like matte nude lip, but these are really nice, and I love the scent as well. I feel like the scent will be a love-hate thing. It's that like really fruity, quite strong smell that I know some of you guys probably won't like, but I love it. They're coming out this month, and then something that's already come out in the States a few weeks ago, if not like last month, and I know it's kind of trickling in this month. I haven't actually got like a specific launch date for it, but I got hold of it and I was super excited because I heard a lot of the American YouTubers talking about it. It's the Urban Decay All Nighter Liquid Foundation. I've got this on today. I have to say the colour was a little bit light for me because I'm a bit tanned at the moment, so I had to add quite a bit of bronzer in to make it the right colour, but the consistency is so nice. Super high coverage, really long wearing, and it's also a really nice level of matte. Like, if you don't love matte foundation, but you kind of want to dabble into it, like you like having a little bit of matte and then adding shimmer, then this will be for you. The packaging is absolutely gorgeous as well. Like, I really like it. So I'm intrigued to try that a bit more once my tan fades a little bit as well. This actually comes in a really amazing selection of shades as well. There's 24 shades, so I feel like it will have most skin tones covered, and it's £27. So a pretty decent price point for a high-end foundation. And then they're also launching their Naked Skin colour correctors this month. They launched their concealers last year, and there's been loads of hype about them online, and they're basically a similar kind of consistency. They're quite creamy, and I have a kind of love-hate relationship with colour correctors. Like, sometimes I find them to be really chalky, and it's almost like you're better off just getting a really good foundation and concealer as opposed to colour correcting sometimes because the consistency just isn't right. But these are really nice. Again, I've used these a couple of times. I've used them today. My favourite ones are the green one for red, always. It's like my favourite colour correcting, really. But then I also really like the pink one for kind of brightening. It's quite difficult to know like where to use colour correctors. I know like all of the colour theory around it, but in this instance they have pink and peach and lavender. So lavender's meant to be for sallowness, peach marks circles and spots, and then pink brightens dark areas. Whereas I would think I want that, all of those for under my eye, you know what I mean? Because it's dark and it needs brightening and it's a bit sallow, like all at the same time. So I feel like you probably wouldn't need all of these, but the green and the pink are my favourites, and the consistency is really nice. Again, they come in the same packaging as the concealers, so they're just like in the tube packaging with the doe foot applicator. Consistency, like I said, it's really creamy and nice, and yeah, I think there's definitely a trend coming on for colour correctors, because I know Dior have launched theirs this month as well, and YSL obviously kind of launched theirs last year too, so I feel like more mainstream brands are getting into that kind of colour correcting vibe. Not sure why, but I'm liking these ones. And they're £17.50 each, so pretty pricey, but actually a really nice product. MAC are also launching a few new things this month, which is really exciting. First of all, they are launching a whole new selection of brow products. I love my lingering brow pencil, so I was super excited they're launching the Brow Sculpt pencil, which they do in 8 different shades, and they have lingering as well, which is my fave colour. So I'm really liking this. It actually reminds me a little bit of the Benefit Brow is it Goof Proof brow pencil with the kind of diamond shaped tip. This has almost like a triangular shaped tip, so it's a little bit thicker than what I'm used to. I think I do still prefer the original skinny brow pencils from MAC, but this is really nice. It's a bit more of a waxy formula. It makes it really easy to get like a good shape on your brows. They are also launching the fat brow pencils, which I'm not so into, but I do think some people would like them. Again, they're quite foolproof, and they're also launching brow duos as well. I think these are £16 and they're coming out. They'll be the first Thursday of September in the UK. And then they're also launching a couple of new products into the Studio Fix range. So they're launching concealer sticks, which actually these are such a nice consistency. I never really got on board with the Studio Fix foundation that much, but the concealer is super creamy, really high coverage, it blends really nicely. I'm a big fan of that. I think that's £16. And then they're also launching their Studio Fix Perfecting Powder. I've only actually used this once this morning, but I really like it. It has a slight coverage to it, but the finish is just really nice. It's not too matte, it's very natural. So I think that will do really well. I know Studio Fix foundation has like a cult following, so I feel like people who like the foundation will be really excited by that. I think the powder is £21 as well, a little bit more expensive, but yeah, that's new from MAC. And then Bare Minerals are also launching a new powder this month called the Bare Pro. It's a pressed powder. They're going a lot more kind of sleek in their packaging. I've actually been using this for the past few weeks because I've had it for quite a while and I really like it. The whole ad campaign around it is really fun. It's about it literally has models smashing their face into cake, so it's like you can have your cake but you don't have to wear it. It's quite funny, but yeah, I have been really liking this. The colour I have is Natural 11, and I really like it. They're also launching it with a brush, which is a kind of flat top angled kabuki brush, which is a kind of, what are these called, like slip, like, I don't even know what these are called, where they have a lid so you don't have to get makeup all over your handbag. So the brush is £24 and the powder is £27. They come out at the beginning of this month. They've actually been on QVC for the last month, but they're kind of available nationwide from the beginning of September. That's exciting. And then Lancome have just launched their new cushion foundation, which I have had this for quite a few months. I've been really excited about it, but it's launched in August and is kind of available now. I actually didn't want to put it in the August new in because I knew it was launching right at the end of August, but this is the Tian, I feel like you have to have a French accent for this, Tian Idole Ultra Cushion Foundation. It's basically a higher coverage cushion foundation. This colour that I have is 220 Buff C. I presume that means cool. It's oil free, really high coverage. The mistake that I made with this foundation when I first used it, I pushed the cushion quite hard into it because you have to like get the makeup up, and I got so much on the sponge and I was like, oh, this will be fine, but it's so high coverage you only need a tiny bit to actually cover your whole face. So yeah, just be warned if you do go for this. I was actually really excited when they launched this as well because the original cushion foundation was very light coverage. My mum loved it because she likes more of a kind of tinted moisturiser level of coverage, but I really like a higher coverage and I think this is really good and it lasts such a long time as well. The compact as well, can we just talk about this? They have upped their game for this compact because the last compact they brought out for the cushion foundation was I think it was white or like pale pink or something like that, but it basically did not look as premium as this. It looks gorgeous, and if you guys don't know, all of their cushion makeup is refillable, so you can literally just buy the new refill. You don't have to buy the whole new compact, so I like that. So YSL are launching some new lip glosses this month, the Vinyl Cream glosses. They're very similar to my favourite glossy stains. They do also stain. I feel like the only difference between these is the packaging and the fact that they are slightly more creamy formula, but the actual finish of them is very glossy. They stain, they stay on a really long time, and they have the same kind of smell and texture. My favourite colour is this one, which I'm actually wearing at the moment, layered on top of a lipstick. It's 407. They're just really gorgeous. If you guys like the glossy stains, I think you will be a fan of these. They're £26, so quite expensive, but it's YSL. They come out on the 7th of September. I'm excited for these. And then another one that's a little bit more niche that's coming out in September are these palettes from Bobbi Brown. And I have to say, the reason why I featured this one is because the packaging is just so cute. Look at this. They have like beautiful illustrations. They're exclusive to Harrods, £45 each, and they have a, I think they have New York and Paris as well, but this is the London one with the guardsman and the lady with her handbag and a trench coat looking totally fabulous. And then inside you have 4 eyeshadow colours and a blush. So I feel like this is a really good kind of travel palette. I feel like you can kind of cover all your bases on it. Something that would be great to put in your handbag or in your makeup bag if you're travelling, and just really gorgeous. Also a really, really nice gift as well. So yeah, I feel like it's a bit too early for Christmas, but if you have someone in mind who would love this for Christmas, I would recommend getting your hands on it because they are limited edition. And then a really nice collaboration between L'Occitane and Marie Claire this month. They're launching La Flamme, which is a little tinned candle. And this is actually a charity candle. It's £8. The scent is their verbena, so it's very citrusy. This is actually my mum's favourite scent, so I'm going to be giving this to my mum because I know she'll absolutely love it. But all of the profits from these candles are going towards girls' education charities in developing countries. So it's a really good cause, and it's a really nice candle as well. And it's pink. I feel like it would look nice in your bathroom, in your bedroom, wherever. I really like that. And then 2 new fragrance launches this month. The first one has been so hyped up because it's kind of a big deal. It's from Chanel. They're relaunching Chanel No. 5 in the form of No. 5 Low. I've never been a massive fan of Chanel No. 5. I always kind of liked it, but it's never been something that I would wear. It's one of those fragrances that is iconic. It is, you know, it's probably the most iconic fragrance of all time, I think, but it is very kind of sophisticated, a little bit old-fashioned, something maybe that your mum would wear or your grandma, but they have made it younger and fresher and brought out a kind of younger sister to it, I would say. It still smells similar, but it is not as strong. So if you have always wanted to like No. 5, but it's been a little bit too much for you, then I would definitely recommend smelling this. It comes out on the 19th of September. There's been big hype about it because obviously it's Chanel No. 5 and they're relaunching it. It's kind of a big deal, but it is definitely, it's moved it from the realm of something that I probably wouldn't wear to something that I would wear for special occasions. Like, I wouldn't have it as my everyday scent, but it's much lighter, much fresher and much younger. And then last but not least, Jo Malone are also launching a new fragrance this month, which is called Basil and Neroli. Basil is kind of a strange ingredient for fragrances, but Jo Malone actually have their lime, basil and mandarin fragrance already, which is one of their most iconic. I feel like it was probably their first fragrance actually, don't quote me on that, but I think it might have been. And this is similar, so it has that kind of basil-y, kind of leafy, quite green note to it, but then it also has the neroli. For me, I'm not a massive fan of neroli, and I do think this fragrance is distinctly unisex. Like, I think this would smell better on a man personally, but definitely worth checking out. If you guys are into more kind of green and floral scents, then I would definitely recommend checking this one out. And that is it for my top 10 new launches for this month. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you click that button. It's free and I upload every Friday and Sunday, and I'm hoping to throw in a couple of extra videos for you as well this month. There's some exciting things coming at the end of the month, so keep your eyes peeled. I'll see you guys very soon. I hope you have a great week. Bye.